My name is Lorelei.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Max.
I'm Ava.
And I'm Lilian.
And this is BeMEAL. Notice we're all wearing black to rep our BeMEAL colors.
Okay, so now we're going to go over an overview and technologies. So first of all, what is BeMEAL? BeMEAL is a web application designed to bring young adults together through a shared love of food. So it's essentially inspired by BeReal, and we aim to encourage like real-time meal photo sharing, allowing users to take a picture and share their meal of the day. And we also implemented a 2-hour time period where users can post to continue their streak if they post on consecutive days. And for our tech stack, we decided to go with MERN, so MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.
Okay, yeah. So the next thing we're gonna go over is all the features that we have. And so the first one is user authentication. And this is just the sign up portion. We have a sign up and sign in. And so new users can basically just create an account. And so how that works is, first the user submits any details like username and password. And when they click sign up, this gets sent to the server. And then the server validates the input. And so, making sure it's a unique email, making sure the password is valid, like with enough characters or has a special key or it's has an uppercase and lowercase, things like that. And then if it is validated, then the password is hashed using bcrypt, and then a new user is created in the database. And then once that happens, the server sends a JWT token back to the client, and then using that, the client stores it in local storage. And then from there, the user is authenticated until the JWT token expires.
All right, so once a user has created an account, they can log in. When they first create their account, they'll automatically be logged in, but if they're coming back after logging out or their token has expired, we have a login page for them, where they'll first enter their username and password. That information will be passed from the client to the server, and then once that information is passed, the server will check if the username is stored in the database. If it's not, it's going to return an error message. If it is, it's going to check if the password is correct. Then if the password is correct and all the information is validated, the backend will generate, again, what Max was talking about that earlier, that token, and then the user will be able to access all of their content on their account. So feed, profile, upload pages, all of that.
So we also have upload posts, which is where you actually post your meals. So this is where you can upload data from client to backend. And for this, we defined a post schema with image, caption, time posted, username, and user ID. And for the image storage, we use Cloudinary, which was a free resource where it using the API, it temporarily uses an uploads folder to get the image on our server, and then using the API, it'll return the secure URL that can be used to access the image. So we use that as our image source, and the actual image is uploaded in Cloudinary. And for the post, it, as you can see, takes in the image and caption, and you can post it. And the way this happens is for our create post endpoint, we take the given user ID and we populate username from it, and we take the file caption and use whatever now is for the date, and it saves the post object ID to the user's posts array.
Okay, so next is user feed. And so this is where the front end displays all of the posts from the users you follow. And so this is a page, you can kind of see in the picture. You have a left arrow and a right arrow, and you can kind of cycle through all the posts that are from the users that you follow. And so this has happened using 2 GET requests. One GET from the /get feed / the user ID route, which is a unique user ID. And this returns all the users that the current user follows. And so you submit your own user ID with this get method. And then with the users that you get from the first get method, you'll invoke a series of get user methods using the usernames that you receive from get feed. And then that will return all the usernames, photos, and captions. And then, via the front end, I'm just displaying it here. And so that's how you see your feed.
We also have the ability to search for other users so that you can kind of follow and unfollow them. So how this works is that when you start typing in a username to try to follow someone, there is a regex search that goes on in the backend, and it looks through the database for kind of all matches to this username.
And then you can also follow and unfollow other users from the search bar. So we use a GET request to see which users you're already following and display that in the search bar. And then you're able to click either follow and unfollow button, which sends a put request to then update the active users following list in the backend. And then for the user profile page, it displays the profile picture, username, password, and bio of a specific user. So we send a post request to MongoDB to fetch this information, and it requires the user ID of the active user and an authentication token to retrieve the data. And in addition, all the posts a user has made is then displayed on the profile page.
You can also edit your profile page. So what this does is users can make put requests to edit the profile information. And so if you try to edit your username, it does also make sure that unique username rules apply. And then if you try to edit your password, it makes sure that all the password rules that were talked about earlier also apply. You can also change your bio as well as your profile picture.
Okay, one unique feature that our BeMEAL app has is the streak window. So every day, a 2-hour window is going to be generated at random, during which the users can add posts to add to their streak. So at midnight, we have a script in server.js that will call a function called generate streak window, and that creates a window object that stores a start time and an end time. All streak windows are 2 hours, and that will be recreated every day. And then when that window is open, the upload page will display a message, as you can see here on the right side of the screen, showing how much time is left. And if the window hasn't opened yet for the day or it's already closed, a message will be displaying that to notify the user, as you can see right here. And so once that window is open, users can post within that window to accumulate a streak. So if they add it to their page or they make a post during that time, their streak will increment and that will show on their profile page. If the streak has already been counted for that window, it will not count it twice. If the window is not open, it will not update the streak. And if it is updated, it will show that the streak was updated. All right, so now that we've already gone over the slides and what our project does, let's do a quick little demo of how it works. So as you can see, when you first launch your program, it's going to bring you to the login signup page. If you're a returning user and you already have an account, you can go ahead and type in your username and password and log in. But if you're a new user like us, let's go ahead and create an account. So here's a page to create an account or sign up. It's going to ask you for a username and password. Say you want to make a really weak password, like just one lowercase a. Our website will not allow you to create an account. That's because we have some error checking in place to make sure that the password contains at least 6 characters, 1 uppercase letter, 1 lowercase letter, number, and a special character. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the console log and let's make a new user whose username is Eggert for our professor and a secure password. So we just created a new account. If you go over to the profile page, you'll see that there's nothing there because the account is brand new. And if you go over to the feed page, you're gonna see that there's no posts yet because we don't follow anyone. So going over to the profile, you can actually update a lot of the information on your profile. For example, we can choose the profile picture. And that will update your profile picture. You can change your username. So say you want to make your username Eggert1. You can have a new password. So you can see what the password is right there and a bio. So let's go with that. Perfect. So now our profile is updated and there's still nothing in our feed because we're not following anyone. So let's go ahead and make our first post. Now on the upload page, you can see that there's a notification here that tells you how much time is left of the streak window in order for you to be able to add to your streak. The time is currently 6:06 p.m. and this streak window is going to close at 7 p.m. All the streak windows are 2 hours, so that means that this one started at 5, and we currently have 53 minutes and 11 seconds left to upload to get our streak. Let's go ahead and choose an image for our first post. I'm just going to pick an image of scrambled eggs, add a caption, and post it. As you can see, it's going to give us a message that our post has been uploaded successfully, and it's going to tell us that we've updated our streak because we posted within the window. So now if we go back to our profile, you're going to see that the post is right there, and the streak has been updated. And we can also, another feature is following users. So let's go ahead and follow all of our project members. So Lorelei, Ava, Lilian, Max, and Kayla. Perfect. So now when you go to the feed, you can see all of the posts that the users have made within the past recent time period. So you can click through all of these pictures and see what everyone's uploaded. And let's go ahead and follow Egg Sheeran too, because why not? And you'll go to the profile and you can see that the number of people you're following has been updated. Going back to the posts, yeah, here's Egg Sheeran's post. Now we're going to go ahead and log out and log into the Egg Sheeran profile that we just saw. And as you can see, Egg Sheeran is also following all of our project members, and the follower count is 1 because he followed because Eggert has followed Egg Sheeran. We can go ahead and follow Professor Eggert from this account. You can see it's going to update the following, and there we go. We're going to see Eggert's post.
Taking a little bit of a look into like how this looks into the database. If you go into like over here, we can look in MongoDB. I can just reload this really quickly. So if you look in here, you can see all the users that we have in here and their names. You can see also their passwords, which are all hashed. So if you look down here, this is like the new Eggert account that we made that's in here. If we look under posts, you can see that there's a whole slew of posts in here, more than just what we had seen on the post earlier, because it does only show posts of people you're following, but this is kind of like all the posts we currently have in our system. We also have like streak windows, so this is what is used to kind of keep track of like the randomly updated window. And we have our user profiles, which holds like the actual information, their profile pictures and things like that. So here you can see like how many followers and things in a person's profile. And then looking in here, so this is kind of an example of what the backend or like what the cloud storage looks like. You can see in here, there's like user profiles are in here. In this asset, there's a bunch of pictures like food and stuff that we have uploaded that people are using as well.
And that is our demo of our app. So as a conclusion, BeMEAL is used or designed to bring young adults together through a shared love of food and we support different features and functionalities that match common social media platforms.